sports fans around the world. I am AC Martell, and this is Down the Middle with AC Martell. I got more great beards now. Y'all see that, man? I mean, great hairs, man. They coming in, man. I can't stop them, man. Anyway, it's a great day, man. Wild card weekend. Second year. The first year is gonna have. I like that. The first year we're having where Monday Night Football game tonight. So we actually are not done with Wild Card Weekend. It was awesome. To me, I liked the games. A lot of people didn't like the scores. It got boring a little bit, some of those scores. That Buffalo, I'm sorry, the Buffalo game was so good. I just like to see, I love to see Bill Belichick get his butt kicked, man. And they handed it to him, man. We got so much to talk about, man. I'm not going to even bury the lead, man. Y'all know what's on everybody's mind. It's the Cowboys, man, and how they went. Just show the video, man. Just show the video, man. This is the last play of the game for the Cowboys, man. 14 seconds left, no timeout. You call a what? What do you call? You call a quarterback draw down the middle with 14 seconds left, and then your quarterback doesn't know the rules of the game. He hands the ball to the center. Hey, spot the ball for me, center. You know they did that. They did that prior in the game the same way when they did the fake punt. They tried the same thing. You had to wait. You should have known that by your fake punt fiasco, and it cost them the drive, that you should have been ready for that situation later on in the game. I don't know what Dak was thinking, but I just get I'm on this rant about these Cowboys and their fans. Go to the next one, because this is how classless they are, man. Really, and it's any fan base. Did you ever see somebody? It's gonna play eventually. You doing fan, man? If I ever took somebody to the game and they did that, I would never talk to them or speak to them again, because that's just dumb. It's really dumb. If I took my kids there, that's dumb. We got Rich on the line yet? No? Just text me. Give me about 3 minutes. She said give me about 3 minutes. I'm running a little behind. So, yeah. So anyway, Cowboys and their fans, man, they really, they surprise me every year, man, about their idiocy, man. They're just not some of them just not intelligent, man, and to throw trash at your players, man, they say, and then Dak doubled down on it, saying that, oh, they threw it at the refs. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. So you're saying, Dak, it's okay. You're endorsing your fans to throw trash and objects at referees because they, in your mind, got the call wrong or messed you up or cost you a victory. Well, let me tell you something, Dak, Mr. 53% passing completion yesterday, Mr. Quarterback rating of less than 50. Let me tell you something, Mr. Prescott, and I'm a big Dak fan. So I'm gonna have to come in on him real quick, dude. If you wasn't down 23-7. And if Garoppolo didn't give you gifts, he gave you 2 gifts. Y'all wouldn't even been in that game. Y'all got bullied the whole game, man. And then you had the whole second half without Bosa in there, and you still had trouble moving the ball against probably the worst defensive backfield in the playoffs. This is probably San Francisco's. That's their biggest weakness, is their defensive backfield. So, Dak, you pointing fingers at referees, and I just don't like that. Not in football, man. You're saying, yeah, Dak should have ran more, Quincy. You're right. You are definitely right. Dak, if they was doing that all game, I kind of would have understood the mentality of them doing that in that moment, maybe. But I still, when they did that in 14 seconds, man, 14 seconds like is right on the brink. Everything has to go perfect, man. And the fact that took about a half second for later for him to get up because the linebacker was laying on Dak, and not letting him kind of get up right away. Dak didn't hand the ball off to the official when he got up. He handed it to the center instead of the official, and then you mad about the referee bumping into you. No, you should have got out the way and let the referee shoot through there. That's what a veteran quarterback would have done. Like you would never see Aaron Rodgers in that situation where that would happen. You would never see that. You would never see even Mahomes in that situation where that would happen. And see, this is why even going back to that play, I blame the play call because you had two chances. You had two chances to throw the ball in the end zone. You end up getting zero. You like my mama always say, hey, if you get in the fight, like go for the haymaker. At least you tried, At least you tried. You might get your butt kicked, but you went for it. They didn't even go for it. They didn't even get the shot to go to it. I would rather have two shots at the end zone on a Hail Mary vertical situation than a maybe at about, what was it, like the 25-yard line? So Dak really disappointed me on how he handled that today. He really I mean, that's the first time I ever really see him like blame refs and stuff like that. But man, you being around that culture, that Cowboys, man, they like to blame everybody but with the actual people. I mean, Zeke only had 31 yards rushing. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Zeke only had 31 yards rushing, bro. I think, hey, hot take right here, this probably is Zeke last year as the Cowboy. I bet that's a hot take, but remember you heard it first right here.
Because he's not old yet, so he didn't go like this right now.
Man, Zeke, but he a running back, man. Now, most running backs are not cut from the Alvin Kamaras, the Eddie George. I mean, the Henrys, the Petersons. Most running backs have a max of about 3 years of high productivity. Productivity. Fourth grade spelling bee champ right here.
For you, that's I'm gonna talk to you on the chat.
Okay. Yeah, but so sometimes you have to just take a step back, man, and what led to even all of that, man. Zeke, Dak had 27-yard rushing. He had 27 yards rushing, 17 on their last rush, right? So he ended up having so you had 10 yards rushing for the entire game for Zach when they was holding your passing game. Speaking of passing game, CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. Somebody need to put an APB out on them guys, man, because they was definitely incognito and nowhere to be found on that field last night. I think Lamb had like one catch or something like that. Yeah, so they have plenty of internal things that they need to address and stop blaming outside sources. And, I mean, when they know it's other things that's going on, Zeke is old, healthy.
No, he got old and he was healthy.
Like, he healthy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just seemed like even when they was down, 23-7, that was like 16 points, they still had a shot at like where they can still establish their run and, because that was like early in the third quarter when they went up 23-7. And they just abandoned. From that point on, it was 14 straight passes from Dak Prescott. 14 straight passes, which is the number 14, which is the same amount of penalties that they had last night. And I just hear it on the radio before I came up in here about how some Cowboy fan called in Sports Radio 610, and he was talking about how the refs was looking for things to call just to make the Cowboys lose. Listen, man. The league wants the Cowboys to win. The Cowboys don't want the Cowboys to win. That's the problem. That's the problem, man. Is he on yet? Man. Well, let me give y'all my top 5. I'm just going to call. You say you're gonna call the phone because the camera ain't working right. You're gonna just call in, or you can call him either way. Because I wanted to run down my top 5 reasons why the Cowboys lost that game. To him though. Anyway, we'll get back to that, man. And so your running back had 31 yards rushing. Your quarterback had 27. That was basically like that was pretty much it for y'all running game. And y'all allowed Elijah Mitchell and Debo Samuel to combine for over 160 yards rushing. So Elijah Mitchell is like 96 yards rushing on 27 attempts at almost 4 yards a clip. Debo Samuels, 10 carries for 72 yards at 7 yards a clip. Man, the way they used, I wish, because Shanahan come from that Kubiak tree, man. But he's like modified that offense to where it's really, really, it's unpredictable as much as Kubiak's offense used to be kind of predictable. But I like how imagine if Kubiak would have been using Andre Johnson, how they use Debo Samuels. Like, just imagine that. Like, Andre, you know what I mean? Like, Andre Johnson lined up in the backfield, taking toss sweeps. Man, like, that would have been a sight to see, man. That would have been real nice, man. Like, that's the one really major comment I used to have about Kubiak is his, if they figure out your offense, they can shut your offense down, man, But that zone blocking scheme is really, really tough on people. But if you throw a wrinkle in like that, oh my God, man. Anyway, so let me go ahead and I'm waiting on Richard, but I'm gonna go ahead and label my reasons that the Cowboys and their fans suck. Number 1, it is not the official fault that your quarterback forgot the rules. It is not the official's fault that your quarterback doesn't know the rules, okay? The rule is that you have to hand the ball to the referee so he can spot the ball. You can't be out there just running down and spotting the ball like we in Pee Wee football or something, or like we playing for the hard way on the street. Come on, man. Jimmy G gave the Cowboys every opportunity to steal that game, and y'all still cowboyed it up. Yes. Number 3, Cowboys was trailing the entire game. They had 14 penalties. You're not winning, bro. Ain't nobody winning for 14 penalties, and you trailing the entire. They jumped on y'all from the jump. Y'all was trailing from the very beginning. Dak was awful, just over 50% completions, 27 yards rushing. Zeke was terrible. He had 31 yards rushing, a total of 54 yards rushing. I'm sorry. This is just funny. And the last but not least, man, your fans are classless when they throwing trash and all the other tomfoolery that they was doing yesterday, man. I really wanted to talk about it with him. No? So anyway, Buffalo versus New England. Buffalo versus New England yesterday the day before was, it was a debacle. We have, I just got one video from that. I got one video. I just, the way Josh Allen played, man, I think they might have a chance to really beating Kansas City up there in Kansas City. They did it already. They did it this year. So that was what they say. I guess it was a different Kansas City team back then, whatever. But that's the same Buffalo team, so whatever. But watch this dime that Josh Allen throws, man. It looked like he was throwing the ball away right here.
Josh going to throw it.
He had his head. Look how much time he had.
In the field, waiting, still has time, runs to his
right. I thought he was throwing the ball away right here.
Away from it, fires one into the end zone, and it is caught. Dawson Knox makes the catch in the end zone. It's a Buffalo touchdown. How did he make
That's what you call putting the ball where nobody else but your receiver can catch it.
Dawson Knox to come open.
Because I sure thought he was throwing the ball away. He just looked like he just like casually threw it.
What a drive. Josh Allen scrambling around there. He's scrambling outside.
I like
the
Josh
pocket,
Allen, man.
And he ended
That
up
boy got a rocket on, man. Las Vegas versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati clinches their first playoff win in 31 years. 31 years between playoff wins, and the last one was actually against the Houston Oilers. I remember that game because I believe it was the Cody Carson game. So I'm happy. Like I got ridicule. You can play it. I got ridicule for saying I was pulling for the Bengals and man up over the weekend. But I was like, I'm a sucker for underdog stories. I'm a sucker for teams that were sorry that they get good and I like when teams turn it around. I really like when teams turn it around. And what Joe Burrow is doing there, I don't think we expected it to be this quick of a turnaround that he has done with that team up there. Him and Zach Taylor, man, they got something going on, man. So anyway, I'm not gonna even basically visually abuse you guys by playing anything from that Tampa Bay game because that game was out of reach in the first quarter. But I do have a take, and my take is, and everybody was tripping on this yesterday, Jalen Hurts is not a starting NFL quarterback, y'all. I know he's from Houston. I know he's a hometown boy. And you want your hometown people to pull for you. And I'm a black man, and black just because he's black, I'm supposed to be encouraging him, and I'm supposed to be encouraging him and not talking about him. No. Y'all got AC messed up, man. Y'all got AC messed up. Yeah, I'm talking to third today. AC ain't having that. AC is not talking about that. AC is talking about him not being able to make professional NFL throws and passes in critical times, or even when it wasn't critical times. The man must have overthrew like 10. He had like 20 incompletions. I don't know, man. I can barely remember the man actually completing passes yesterday. Okay, and you're gonna like, oh Dre, you want to take one game? Okay, dog. Listen, y'all. He got pulled in the national championship game that the backup came in and won. He went to Oklahoma. He won the Heisman, yada, yada, yada. College is not NFL, man. He doesn't have – people try to give him he got the skill set similar to Lamar Jackson. Shut up. He does not have a skill set similar to Lamar Jackson. No, he does not, okay? Y'all tripping. Jalen Hurts is a backup at best. And if you got a problem with it, you can call in. The number is on the screen, 47815-4686. You can always call and talk, and we can discuss this like mano a mano, because I don't know what y'all see in Jalen Hurts, but it's not happening. He's not going. And so this is my point on that. My point on that is Philly has 3 first-round picks this year. 3. I can see Deshaun Watson going to Philly. I can see that happening. Because that's what it's going to take. Them or the New York Giants, maybe. But that's a hot take. Anyway, Big Ben looked like a quarterback that was ready to retire. Honestly, I mean, he was 29 for 44. He went out. At least he went out like he went out better than the Cowboys. He went out at least trying. His body just was not. It was just not. It didn't agree with his mind. Like all those hits he took way back when he was young. Yeah, it was time to cash those checks, and his body just wouldn't do it, man. I mean, he had a 92 quarterback rating, had a couple sacks in there, but he had a couple touchdowns. He was QBR is 15, though. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's Big Ben's last game. If it's not, I don't know who's willing to be like, hey, he can make my team. he'll be good on my team. Like, he'll make my team better so my team can win. I don't know. But Kansas City they put on 42 points on Big Ben. And Big Ben had 21 points, and seven of it was TJ Watts on defense. So I really don't think Big Ben's coming back. I think that was his last game. He got 2 rings. First ballot Hall of Famer, I believe, maybe. Yeah, probably so. Next game, Rams and Cards. These are kind of statement games for the coach of the Arizona to prove that they wasn't a fluke. But without D-Hop in the game, D-Hop not playing, I don't think the Cardinals gonna be able to pull that off. I'm taking the Rams on this one for sure. I think, and they're at home, they should definitely. Okay. We got Richard on the phone.
Yep.
What's going on, man? I done talked about most of the stuff that we can recap a few things. You want to recap that Cowboys debacle?
Yeah, man. I thought I was gonna be here on time, but I said, you know what? Let me wait till the last second to try to come back and do something like the Cowboys did yesterday. Let me just avoid anything that makes common sense. I see that defenders are on the sidelines. Let me just run my ass up the middle and 14 seconds left with no timeout left. Let me just go ahead and run a quarterback draw and see where that takes me.
Was that a fireable offense?
It should be, but then again, this is Cowboys land. So the things that are fireable offenses are things like winning Super Bowls and not kissing Jerry Jones' ass, which is what got Coach Jimmy fired. And not putting up with crap from players and forcing guys to be held accountable, which is what got Bill Parcells out of there. But things such as losing with loaded, talented teams seems to get you contract extensions and plenty of time as long as you kiss the owner's butt. That's why you had Jason Garrett there for over a decade. And that's
that was his boy right there.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere. They already said that he's very, quote unquote, very confident that Mike McCarthy will be the coach next year, which to me is complete foolishness.
I don't understand what he did to deserve his job back. Honestly, I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but most like I tell everybody, most people, my family also. I grew up around Cowboys fans, and some of them are rational like you, and then you got some of them is just irrational and really, I was really disappointed in Dak how he in that post game press conference. I know emotions run high, and it's right after the game, but him just coming out there and double down and then saying that the refs, it was the refs' fault and blah blah blah, and not even taking any accountability for what he had and what he what he added to that situation by taking that extra 5 yards or whatever, or even like that play call in general. like I'm sorry, I think I might have took a delay of game penalty versus running that play.
Right, they were not prepared that entire drive. You executed the fake punt, which is great. They should have been on the sideline saying, "Hey, if we get this, here's the next play." And then I don't know.
You talking about when they tried to get cute?
Right.
Oh, they tried to get cute and they tried to steal a timeout.
Right, and you try to lure the 49ers into using the timeout. He's not falling for that. Come on.
Right.
And then to make matters worse, you walk onto the field and you don't have your next play ready. Like, Dak should have had those guys together, all his skill players and his linemen. Hey guys, as soon as he get this first down, this is the next play. Run onto the field, line up, let's go.
So, your multi-million-dollar running back only had 31 yards rushing, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I had a hot take before you came on, and I didn't hear you. What?
Deebo Samuel had more yards rushing than the Cowboys quarterback, the running back
combined. Yeah, that was my next point. Is like, do you think that Zeke coming back next year? I mean, because they got a lot of money that they're gonna have to clear up.
If you want me to speak in football logic, or you want to speak in Cowboys language? Because in Cowboys language, Zeke is a family favorite. He's a son of Jerry. He's one of the good guys that Jerry likes. So it doesn't matter how bad his performance is because they sell Zeke Elliott merchandise and jerseys and all the little goofy Cowboys affiliates. They sit there in the fans and they do the little feed me symbol when he gets the first down. And they love him, so he's going to continue to stay there. Now, the football side of me says, dude, it's time to eat a crap and get off the pot. At best, I would offer him to give back some of that money and do a renegotiate his contract because he's not performing to the level that he's being paid at.
Nah, not at all.
I know that you never get paid what you're worth as a running back, but he's a middle tier running back right now. I'm going to call it what it is. That his salary should be comparable to that. If not, then they need to move on. They're a salary cap hell. As we stand right now, as of 9 a.m. this morning, Cowboys got 20 unrestricted free agents, and they're over $13.5 million over the cap right now.
Ooh, that's steep, man.
That's salary cap hell, man. You got left tackle being overpaid. You got running back being overpaid. You got linebackers being overpaid. You still got dead money that you're paying Jalen Smith to sit at home. They did not do a good job with managing the salary cap. So then you got guys that do contribute that you need to pay that you're probably going to lose, like the Cedric Wilson and Michael Gallup and Randy Gregory, who's also a free agent. Those guys might be gone because you're not going to have money to pay for it.
Well, man, that's a lot to unpack for the Cowboys, man. So, what do you think? Okay, AFC playoffs. So I really enjoyed watching Buffalo kick New England's butt this weekend, man. Do you think that Buffalo can actually go into Kansas City in the playoffs and actually win that game?
It's possible. Is it likely? I'm not betting against the Chiefs, but the Bills have that nasty, gritty kind of feel to them, and they got that chip on the shoulder because they had their heart broken actually a couple of times now. So those are the teams that tend to be a little dangerous. And the Chiefs, have rebounded. They fixed the problems on defense, but they still got a few weaknesses that I think Josh Allen can exploit. So it's going to be a heck of a game. That's for sure.
Man, I'm not going to even lie. As a former older fan, I ain't gonna say I despise the Bills, but I just hate reliving that moment that ESPN seems to play like every 3 weeks. They always playing it. I don't know why. They just like we haven't seen that game a million times. Just don't show it in Houston if you anyway.
Reopening old wounds. Huh?
Yes. But I would like to see Buffalo and Tennessee in the AFC Championship. Just for the storyline and the history of those two franchises.
Too, because the Titans paid them back with the Music City Miracle game.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Hey, best out of 3. But this one's for all the marbles though. That was like a wild card game, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, but I would like to see that there. I'm one of them people. I like to see different teams every year, man. I don't want to see the same teams unless it's my team. But my team ain't going nowhere for the next ever. So, so anyway, and I like in Cincinnati. They was in that old AFC. What was that? The AFC Central.
The AFC Central. Yeah.
And so I got man. They got on me and man up for saying I was pulling for Cincy. And I'm like, yeah, I like the underdog version of it, but I don't think they're gonna go in there in Tennessee and win. I got Tennessee in that game actually.
And they're getting Derrick Henry back too. That's a huge win for the Titans.
Yeah,
it makes them so much more dangerous when you don't have to rely on Tannehill to score points. They can control the clock.
And then you got a guy. You got a guy in the backfield just leans forward for 5 yards.
Right.
Yeah. And okay. And this is another little touchy subject that was in Man Up today. I was saying that Jalen Hurts is not an actual legitimate starter in this league. What's your thoughts on that?
I agree. I think I've seen enough. He's shown some flashes, And you know, in his defense, he didn't have really anything. He had like, you know, I don't even know who the hell their receivers are in Philly.
Here's the thing. This is why I said, and it goes all the way back to Alabama. He can't make some of the throws, man. It was some of those occasions his receivers was wide open and he didn't even give him a chance because he just threw such a terrible ball. You know, mm-hmm. and I'm trying to like explain that to these cats in there, and they, you know how cats get they get the black quarterback syndrome where it's a black quarterback, so I got to give him pass after pass after pass. No. This is the same guy that got pulled halftime in the national championship game, and the backup came in and won. You know, like this the same. That's the same guy, man. You know, so. I call it the Church of Saint Vincent Paul Young, and just because yes, he's a video game type quarterback, and you know he's exciting to watch. The film is exciting to watch. He makes big plays with his legs, and oh man, he made this dude look stupid. So this is the crap that they talk about at the barbershop. Yeah,
that's not long term football. A long-term successful football quarterback is one who can sit in the pocket and, if need be, escape and extend plays and make things happen with his legs. But
he has to have a great anticipation.
To dissect the defense and to move the football through the air. You have running backs for the purpose of running the football.
Yeah.
You got stand-backs. You got some of these hybrid receivers like a Debo, you can run jet sweep and all kind of crap with. But for the most part, as a quarterback, your job is to throw the football.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that effectively in the NFL, you're not going to have a very long career.
No, not at all. I'm going to go ahead and run through these, man. Like Big Ben, his last game, man, we already know about Big Ben. We saw you wasn't good this whole season. We run past. We just breezed through that. The real reason I brought you on here is because crunchy versus creamy. For some reason, people got in their feelings, and I apparently lost my fat card because of this.
Man, I don't know what the hell you think. Okay, there's a lot of fat grown men like myself who have a unrenowned appreciation for the greatness of crunchy peanut butter, man.
So I came up with a list.
Level, man. I always envisioned you as being a crunchy peanut butter kind of guy. You know, you're not snooty Egyptian cotton mimosa sipping kind of cat that like Wendell Sadie White. You know, he likes iPhones and he wears leg warmers, listen to Beyonce music all day. You're not that kind of. I was shocked when I heard that you were a creamy peanut butter kind of.
Hey man, listen, I wrote a list down. Hey, look, my son even he disagreed with me, so he likes crunchy as well.
Man. There you go.
But you know, my son been dead wrong before too. So I gotta. Hey, my wife agreed with me. Creamy all day, baby. I love you, baby. I love you. Hey, but let me read down my list of why creamy is better than crunchy. For one, the inconsistency of the peanuts in the peanut butter. It's like you can get one peanut on one side of your bread, and then on the other side of your bread you got 30,000. The next one, they loud when you chew them. The third, the aftertaste. The fourth, it's a choking hazard. It's a choking hazard. Fifth, they primitive and outdated. Six, the factory workers, the only reason why crunchy peanut butter was invented because they just got lazy one day and it's like, you know what? Just throw it in there. Just leave them in there.
Come on, man.
The next one, the people who like crunchy peanut butter enjoy sitting in the dentist chair with their mouth open and clamped open. The next one, your jaw has to put in more fake hustle. Your jaw has to put in more hustle. Peanuts are not a real nut. It's a legume. And but not least, folks who eat peanut butter crunchy must like wine with tiny pieces of grapes floating around them. or high pulp orange juice.
See, I didn't make a list because see us crunchy peanut butter folks, we don't need lists.
Y'all don't need lists.
We know how to appreciate the finer things in life.
Okay.
Some good old fashioned honey Jif with the crunchy peanut butter texture, man. You get that on some of that thick Texas toast, and get you some strawberry jelly to go with it.
What y'all think?
You're complaining about things like the noise.
Y'all creamy or crunchy?
Peanut butter is like football, man. It's a foot contact sport. You don't eat peanut butter with a fork and a knife and an apron and sitting in a high chair in a nice restaurant with nice linen tablecloth. It's a sloppy food. It's something that you grab out your lunch bucket when you're on the top of a tower working in construction, or you're working in the plant, or you're a mechanic. You grab it out your lunchbox, you hork it down, and you get your ass back to work.
But see, what the problem is, when you grab it out your lunchbox, all the peanuts are gonna be like to toe up your bread, so you're just not gonna even have a sandwich left.
You can see your peanut butter with the crunchy texture is better because it has little pockets in it, and that little sparkle of the combination of where the jelly and the peanut butter kind of explodes, when upon contact. That's what makes it so damn great. That's why I really appreciate things like crunchy peanut butter. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, my friend. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. You the guy. You like Stanley from Friday, man. You sound like the dude that don't want nobody to walk across the grass.
Hey, I am that guy in real life. I'm that guy in real life, man. I pay my yard man too much, man, for people to be walking across my grass.
I eat creamy peanut butter. Stay off my freaking grass.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. Anyway, man, but let's get you out of here, man. I got to go on finish this show. We're running behind, man. But we'll see you next week after the division round, man. All right?
Always a pleasure, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right.
That was Richard Walker from Bring the Pain Sports, BTP, the sports director over there, man. Good guy. So the next, I'm finna wrap it up, y'all. I know we went behind, so that went a little over, but it's all good. The next one, I don't know if y'all know, but from last week, David Cutler got fired. You can bring it. Yeah, David Cutler got fired, and people are just, this is why it's like I'm a Texas fan, man, and I pulled for that team on Kirby. I was an Oilers fan prior to, and my allegiance lies with Houston, So if we didn't have an NFL team, I don't know what I would just be watching football. I wouldn't be really rooting for one particular team, but they hired him just to fire him, man. I'm rooting for the enemy. All right, Chris Ray. He was one of the ones that called me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, look, I'm not rooting for the enemy, man. I like storylines, man. I like storylines. I like the fact that Cincinnati been bad for all these years. I'm glad that they got to the playoffs. I like to see, you know what I like to see? I like to see good quarterback play, and I'm drawn to that. And Joe Burrow is definitely has good quarterback play. But David Cutler did not get done wrong, man. If anything, they did him a solid. They did him a solid, man. Like he got to walk away with $22 million and only had to coach 16 games to get it. He probably made $22 million. That $22 million is more than he probably made combined in his whole entire coaching career, because he was an assistant coach. He was like a position coach. He wasn't one of those, he wasn't never a coordinator or anything like that. So that $22 million is probably more than he made in his entire 40-year coaching career. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think that people are coming around with a lot of endorsements for David Cutler. So anyway, Nick Caserio called him to the office and just played the tape for him. Hey, Mr. Cutler, do you agree? Like I heard this at a press conference a couple weeks ago, and you said that you have 100% chance of bringing the Kelly guy back to be the offensive coordinator. Yeah, I'm 100% by. All right, Mr. Kelly, we need your security. Turn that playbook in. We need your security badge to turn that playbook in, man. You can't be the guy that they brought in just to fire and then be the guy. I'm sorry, the guy that they brought in to agree with you and basically be a figurehead. You can't be there and then all of a sudden you want to disagree with the GM. No. We didn't bring you for your input or anything. We just brought you here just because we needed somebody to fill that position. You know what I'm saying? We didn't like you talking and you talk to them. Like, you not really invited in these meetings when we talking about picking players and stuff like that, man. Like, you know what? It's $22 million, man. Go away. Now, what's really concerning is how much money that it's a lot of people making that's not even in that building. They don't even work for the Texans no more. They still paying Bill O'Brien. They still paying him. He's still getting paid, bro. Yes. I like this, though. That's funny. We're just different now. Anyway, man. And so that leads us to the best segment of the night. You know, what they call it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't have anything else. Oh, the post of the week, man. I'm sorry, y'all, man. Good Lord, man. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. If you read closely, man, on there, that thing, at the top it says, they'll start off tasting good, but then start sucking. and then if you really look closer, it says not your year again, but at the bottom it says caution choking hazard. Somebody put some thought to this, man. I really appreciate that, man. So go to the next one. This is from Mike Charlton, one of my day one man up guys. I'm not gonna read everything he said. I just really like the pictures, man. Cowboys fans was emotional yesterday, man. They was really emotional, man. I kind of felt sorry for them, and then I remembered they was Cowboys fans, so I'm not going to feel sorry for no Cowboys fan, man. I'm not going to say I feel sorry for them. I feel empathetic. I give them a little empathy because I know how it feels to have a team that you thought they were Super Bowl worthy, and then just get their butts handed to them, you know. So it's happened with the Oilers. It's happened to me with the Texans. It's tough, but you know what? Y'all bring it on yourself, man, because y'all talk all that crap every year. Is that the last one? You get that one with the McCarthy? Don't worry about it. That was a kick rocks anyway. Anyway. Let's go to the best segment of it's taking over the whole entire internet. It's called what? What's it called again? It was bacon grits, throwing baseballs. What's it called again?
Kick rocks!
Oh, kick rocks! Yes. First person that's gonna kick rocks today is Dakota Rain Prescott. Dakota Rain Prescott, otherwise known as Dak Prescott. You, sir, need to know the rules of the game, and you need to stop blaming other people and blame yourself for you being an idiot in the last minutes of the game and running a quarterback draw with 14 seconds left in the middle of the field with no timeouts, and you want to blame the ref because he didn't spot the ball. No, you're supposed to go run the ball over to the ref. So you need to do what?
Kick rocks!
Give him another one. Give him kick rocks. Kick rocks. People defending that Cutler was done wrong. You people are some idiots. I'm sorry, but you are dumb. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that's what you are. But good Lord, man, you can't feel sorry for a man that's walking away with $22 million in his pocket for doing nothing. Nothing. So you people need to do what?
Kick rocks!
Cowboys fans throwing trash at players. I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say they're throwing their youngins because if you throw anything at players, you yourself you're trash. So I was gonna say that, but I'm not gonna say that. Okay, I'm not gonna be offensive like that. I'm not gonna say that your youngins are trash because I like the kids. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. This is Dre saying I'm not doing that. I'm not calling your kids trash. But yes, I'm calling you trash. Cowboy fans that's throwing stuff all on the field. Like, you should be banned for life. You should never, ever be able to attend another game again in the history of your life. In the history of your life. I think that's the first one. In the history of your life, meaning going forward. Going forward. So y'all Cowboys fans out there, man, y'all need to do what? Kick rocks! And last but not least, I can't let y'all get away with this. Y'all cannot get away with this. People that eat crunchy peanut butter, y'all need to do what? Kick rocks! Please kick them again. Kick them again. What y'all need to do is kick them nuts out y'all bread. That's what y'all need to do. Kick the nuts out y'all bread. That's crazy. Why y'all want to put y'all jaws through that work? They got creamy peanut butter. And the people at the factory, stop being lazy. Mash them nuts down. This is AC Martell, y'all. And I have had a great time today. I'd like to thank Richard Walker for coming in and chiming in with his high knowledge of the NFL, man. I like chopping it up with him because he really knows his stuff, man. So thank you, Richard Walker, again, man. We will see y'all next week on Down the Middle with AC Martell. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Down the Middle with AC Martell. For more original sports content, remember, go like and subscribe our Facebook and YouTube pages, okay? And remember, I am not a broadcaster. I am not a journalist. I'm just a fan with a mic.